Yeah, it's just lovely to get out. My feet are done in. I'm wondering what happened to spring. It's a misty, murky morning here on the North Downs, and I'm walking the Downs Link, which is a 37-mile hike that links the North Downs to the South Downs, and it follows 2 abandoned railways, but a bit more about that later. It is going to be pretty flat though, so it's clear at the moment. Most of the rain came in overnight, so fingers crossed we'll be okay. And yeah, it's just lovely to get out, just on a proper hike. It has been months since I've done this. I'm going to do a camp tonight, and then I'm going to go home tomorrow, then come back and do the second half in a few weeks' time. So I'm just descending down a windy path from a place called St Martha's Hill, and that's going to get me down to where the original railway line would have been. Okay, it's 10ish in the morning now, and I'm 6 miles in, hoping to crack 18 miles today. So what's that? I suppose I've done about a third of today's distance, hopefully. But you can see I'm definitely on. If you just look around here, you can see I am 100% on a former railway. It's just completely flat at the moment and completely straight, and you can kind of see kind of up at the sides here, you kind of got the sidings. It was really nice just passing through Bramley, which was originally known as Bramley Wonersh, and it's great. It's great. They keep the station there, the old station, the old platform. They even had the old train fare poster up in the little shelter there. Yeah, really cool, really nice. So I have got myself a permission camp tonight. Did a little bit of planning looking ahead, but while camping didn't really feel like an option from initial looking at the maps, and there's not really any campsites about. So I contacted a church that was the nearest one to the place where I want to stop today, and they said no problem. So I've got a phone number. I just need to text them when I'm about a mile or 2 out, and then they're going to meet me there, show me what's what, and they basically said I can pitch up for free on the church grounds. So on about mile 16 now. Feet are getting tired. No elevation really, but it's just the flatness, the hard flatness, I think. So it's either road or just flat stones. You get the occasional bit of kind of woodland floor of the railway line, I suppose, but mainly it's just this stuff. It's just flat, yeah, kind of stony stuff. But anyway, I am quite looking forward to stopping today. Mile 16, about 2.5 miles to go, estimate, and I can just get the tent up at the church and crash. According to the hiker app, I've just gone past 18.5 miles, and I'm going to be honest, I'm ready to stop. My feet are done in. Just walking continuously on this at the moment, about the last 3 miles, and my feet aren't appreciating it at the moment, if I'm going to be honest with you. Anyway, I reckon, estimate, I've got about a mile to go, because I've got to sort of finish the bit of the trail that I'm doing on the Downs link, and then I've got to come off the trail, and I've got a 40-minute walk to where the church is. Right, I think I'm going to call it there. My app is saying just over 19 miles, which I'm quite pleased with, if I'm honest with you. My feet are killing me, but I'm pleased with the distance covered. As you can see from the sign, we are at Old Christ's Hospital railway station, leaning on the platform. I'm actually standing on the tracks, as it were. Probably not going to do any more filming, and see you at the campsite. So I've got to the church, warmly invited. Let me show you around. So we've got the Lanshan 2 all set up there on a nice bit of flat ground, and it comes complete with some benches, which has been brilliant for sorting out my kit. And then we got this quite old building known as the priest's house. No longer used by a priest, it's more for storage and things like that, but they've told me that I can use the loo in there, so there's a loo inside. Got to make sure I don't bang my head. People were a lot shorter in those days. Right, let's have a look. Should be a light. I'm really not good at not banging my head. Oh, look at that. Little camping toilet in a nice little room in a little cute house. A sign just in case I forget. I've also got my own water supply just there on the outside of the old house. I haven't put this tent up since the coast to coast, so I was having to think about what I'd used to do. But yeah, not a bad pitch. All set up inside. Love the room, just love the room that I get. My old washing line that I used on the coast to coast is still functioning, so drying out the wet socks. So Hiker app is saying I clocked up 20 miles today, and then I did about another 1.5 miles, maybe 2 miles, walking out to the church here to get my pitch. So my feet are done in. So I think I'm going to just have a nice cup of tea and just take it easy. I'm just going to relax. I might not do huge amounts of filming, but we'll see how it goes. So, dinner this evening is something to eat. Pasta bolognese. Had it before. Like it. Job done. And then for pudding, I'm just trying out these little dessert pots called pud pots, and this one is salted caramel pudding, and they're just basically ready to go. They're kind of cakey puddings. Quite nice. I like it. So apart from a dog barking, it's all pretty quiet here. Electrician, who was the last person, has gone, so I'm now here officially on my own, and I'm quite tired, so I'm not going to do a lot more. Probably going to just hit the sack. Early start in the morning because I need to get an early train back to where my car is at the beginning of the trail. So we'll call it there, and I shall see you in the morning. Night night. Well, good morning. About 8:30 now, and leaving the church. Bit of a broken night's sleep, if I'm honest. Not for the reasons that many of you might think, but it was pretty windy, really quite gusty, and it was kind of keeping me awake a bit. But I did get sleep, so I can't complain too much. So I'm going to head out to the nearest train station, which is Christ's Hospital, which you might remember is where I stopped yesterday. Well, officially stopped before I came to the church. And I'm going to come back in a few weekends' time to do the second half. So if I just put the map on the screen at the moment, you can see everything that I've done in purple on the Downs Link route, and the remaining red bit is what I've got to do. So quite looking forward to that. Hasn't been an easy try. I don't know. It's easy and not easy. It's easy in that there's no elevation and you can't get lost, but it's I did find it pretty hard going on the feet yesterday, and I do find these flat kind of straight line routes a little bit tedious sometimes. That's just me. I don't know whether you feel that, but I just find them a bit tedious. I do like a bit of variation, a few twists and turns and difference in terrain and all of that. But it's a railway line, so I can't really complain, can I? It does what it says on the tin. It's an ex-railway line. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've made it this far, thanks very much. Give it a thumbs up if you can. Take care, and see you on the next one.